In the past 2 years, I made a promise to myself, and that was the time when I have decided to watch all different kinds of animes, isekai, harem, sci-fi, and more genres that I don't particularly enjoy, but I watched it anyways. Because at the time, I was mostly watching animes with overpowered MC, and I really enjoyed them. In order to make my judgment sharp, I have sat there and watched them all. Okay, maybe not all, you get my point. But one unfortunate thing happened, and it's that I watched very few harem animes. Maybe 2 or so, because let's face it, they're all trash. I'm telling you all this nonsense to introduce you to this. This anime is the one that ended my streak of not watching harem. This man is trying to do a very brave thing, something none of us dares to do or even think about doing. This guy is trying to overcome his sexual desires. All that because of his dumb father that left him in order to live his own life in his own way. He basically left him because he wants to treat all the women that he haven't met before nicely. Sounds like a good father with good intentions. This is one of those things that you think is cool when you are young, but then when you get older you realize that your father just wanted to have sex. Imagine being raised alone as a child because your father simply just wants to bang all the women that he faces in his life. This is the perfect trauma material. I know you're still wondering where the harem is. Don't worry, it will arrive soon. This guy is trying to overcome his desires. He's fighting the demons in his head every day. He's doing that by working, studying hard, and putting all the focus on himself rather than the girls. He didn't even go to the gatherings that his friends have invited him to 100 times. But one day, all of his pathetic attempts failed in 1 second. All it took to throw his efforts out of the window is one glance at a random girl that made him stumble and fall. So I guess he wasn't doing a very good job fighting his desires. When that happened, he realized how useless his attempts were and decided to take serious measures to fight his desires. So anyway, he became a monk to reach the final level of enlightenment. He wants to ascend higher than these mere worldly desires, but he needs to train really hard in a temple to achieve his noble and final goal. But wait a minute, I thought it's harem. Where are the nude girls? I'm more in new temple. I'm losing my interest. By now, I should have seen at least 5 naked girls falling on the MC by accident. And all falling again, but this time in love. There's one problem in this particular temple, and it's that it used to be a normal temple with men only. But now, and for some reason, this temple has just girls. Now I can get a little excited because the story is getting noticeably better, and we are not done yet. Remember the girl that he fell in love with at first sight? She opened the door for him when he arrived. Yes, that's what I like to see. This show likes to surprise us. We waited a long time to see the actual harem, but rest assured, you don't have to wait anymore. Boom. 6 girls. We have Yuzuki, Tsukuyo, the lowly Kurage, Miya, Kagura, and of course I didn't forget the MILF, Kiki, that radiates I'll fuck you vibe. Now we can safely go on with this amazing story that surely will deliver more and more amazing plot twists, brilliant character development, and storytelling. Maybe. Speaking of delivering, I would like to deliver to you this plot twist because they thought of everything in this show. If the temple is full of girls and he wants to get away from them and all the worldly desires, he could just simply leave the temple, right? No, as I said, they thought of everything in this masterpiece. His father went to this temple before and left without paying, so this poor guy has to return their money. I wonder, how will he return all this money if he's broke and doesn't have any money? Let me check again. Oh, with his body. He's now in the temple paying his father's debt, but remember, this temple is girls only, so of course a lot of them don't like that there's a man among them. Is that gonna change soon? Are they gonna all fall in love with him? That's impossible, right? It's a temple. It can't be. It's a sacred place after all. This girl, Tsukuyo, I think, doesn't like the idea that a man will live with them. She wants him out of the temple as fast as possible. She tried everything from pouring water on him that he thought it was training to ascend above his worldly desires. She tried to make him cook for them, and she couldn't even say his cooking was bad when she tasted it. I think I'm getting Food Wars flashbacks. Anyway, she tried everything, but you know what she didn't try? Getting naked in front of him, of course. I feel like there's something missing. Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to like what I'm seeing, but something is off. As an average harem hater, there's one thing missing, and it is accidents and misunderstood situations. Oh, there it is. I gotta say, this box saved the anime. I was about to drop it, but now I can continue watching it safely, because now it's completed. There's nothing left except that they all fall in love with him. And you know, that's the easy part. In fact, we already started this process. He left the temple after this accident, and he's living in a cardboard box under a bridge. You think that this is the end, but no, this is the beginning of a trashy love story that I probably won't continue. I was just there to check if everything was covered in this harem, but yeah, they found him at night under the bridge. How? You don't need to know all the details. They found him, and that's the important part, and they all realized that it was a misunderstanding. Now he'll continue paying off the debt with his body, and the same useless trash will go on to the end of the season. Yeah, I definitely won't continue watching this garbage. If you really like harem, you probably will disagree with me, but that's okay. We could just agree to disagree. No, you're wrong. Just accept the fact that you are still enjoying this garbage. And now I remembered why I didn't watch Harem for the past 2 years. Because at this point, they are just unwatchable for me. Maybe in the future, if we see a great harem that has an actual good story, then I might watch it. There is some great animes from this season with very interesting stories, but I did not want to make a video about them till they finish, because they seem like they are good animes, unlike this one. Okay, that was all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and hit that subscribe button for more useless content just like this one. Hope you all have a great day. Bye!